And is the Twin Cities' newest and most exciting destination for all things home design and remodeling. If you're looking for flooring or window treatments, furnishings, a builder to handle a remodel or an addition, kitchen or bath work, or even original fine art, you will find it at the District Edina. The District Edina, 7777 Washington Avenue South, and online at, wait for it, thedistrictedina.com.
There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox Radio.
This is GhostBox Radio on AM 950, where every week we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, or just the unusual. My name is Greg Bakun, and thank you very much for joining me today. First of all, congratulations to anybody who stepped outside today and did not spontaneously combust. I appreciate that you're able to do that. That is fantastic. For those of you who couldn't quite manage it, I am so sorry. But there is something good that's come out of all this, and that today is National Ice Cream Day. Now, that in itself is pretty awesome, but where it gets let down is I walked into the studios of AM 950 today, and there's no ice cream. There is no free ice cream. Yeah, Patrick, I'm looking at you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have bugged Chad. He should have bought us some.
And I can't guarantee the quality of the show today. Is all I'm going to get at here, okay? So, I mean, who is it? Chad that I should complain to? Is it you? I mean, we're doing one question readings today, and I'm taking your reading today, Patrick, and I don't think it's going to be a good one. So, we're just going to be very honest about it.
Yeah, it's always the person at the bottom of the ladder who gets blamed.
I didn't blame myself. I didn't blame myself at all. So I'm just saying there was no ice cream here. And, you look at me, I don't need ice cream, but it would have been nice is all I'm saying about that. You'll hear nothing more on the subject, at least this segment. So now, if you listen to the show long enough, you're going to remember Char Savoie as occasional guest host on here. And I certainly hope you remember that Char is an extremely gifted psychic medium, paranormal investigator, spirit practitioner, where you can see all of the classes she does, the events, the merchandise, the healing work that she does. You go to charvinity.com. You're going to be able to see everything she does there. And we are very lucky, as Char will be doing one question readings with us today. It's going to be a great show. I'm really looking forward to it. Char, welcome to GhostBox Radio.
Thanks for having me. It's nice to see you in here with me.
Right? I mean, you've always kept the seat warm for me, so I appreciate it very much. And I appreciate the fact that while you're doing the show, no one replaced you with me or me with you. See, that's how you ruin a joke. That's how you ruin a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'd like to invite all of our listeners to join into the conversation. To do so, to call in and get a one-question reading from Char live on the air, you can call in at 952-946-6205. That's 952-946-6205. Or you can email us a comment or question. The email address for the station is comment@am950radio.com. We are live on AM 950 Radio, but also streaming video on the following Facebook pages. You can watch us on AM 950, Things Network, MN GhostBox, Free Spirited Network, RU Media, Skeleton Key Network, and Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment. So you should be able to see us somewhere. And please go there, support those pages on Facebook. Feel free to leave questions or any of those pages you're watching from us. leave a question for Char to read. That would be fantastic. And the purpose of the readings today is meant to be in light tone. Do not ask questions needing mediumship, politics, medical, or legal, because I did check with Char before the show. She is not a doctor. She is not a lawyer. So, nothing that you can sue her about. Don't ask about that. And then please keep it to relationships, love, money, new jobs, general readings, where's the ice cream, stuff like that. So, that's really where we're at. And I am, as we're speaking, I am opening up the pages to make sure to see if we have anybody asking questions. But before we even get to that, so people get your questions and put it in Facebook, do whatever. Why don't we start with this? We are doing, starting on the 18th, which is tomorrow, we are doing our paranormal class. We're starting the next run of that.
Right.
Now, for those who don't know, because I'm not sure everyone actually listens to me when I speak during the show, for those who don't know, what are we doing starting tomorrow?
Well, we kind of sat down, we had this brainstorm of taking what we've learned with 20 plus years of experience between the two of us, doing paranormal investigatings, all the things we wish we would have been told starting out, all the tips and tricks that kind of help you, but really kind of getting you to connect more on, Greg's tagline is always, it's their story, not ours. And so we're really trying to get you to connect more on a personal level. And me as a medium, when I do mediumship readings for people, I don't do anything different when I go on a paranormal investigation. So kind of getting people to take that stigma away from it, that it has to be spooky and scary and, you have to do certain things or whatever, and be more creative and open-minded and use your intuition and really kind of have a teamwork build. And we go through everything that we know about investigating equipment. We even touch on the supernatural. I mean, everything is in this class. And then what happens is after the class, we take you somewhere for a weekend and you have the whole weekend to investigate. So it's kind of like, you take everything you got 48 hours to go and do everything you've learned and connect and to meet other people that are like-minded and really have a great time.
It is. And we've done this. This is what, our fourth time, I think, doing this. And every time we have people come through, because I think the thing that a lot of people don't understand, and we're broadcasting out to a lot of people on Facebook who are really into the paranormal. Mm-hmm. So I understand people being like, well, we kind of get it, but there's a lot of people out there who watch the shows, and they, I don't know about you, Char. I have a lot of people that come to me all the time when they hear that I do paranormal investigations, and they'll say to me like, I always wanted to do that. I wish I knew how to do that. Right. I wish, and it's like, it's not, you don't leave this class with a diploma saying that I am now a paranormal investigator. What you're leaving with is just knowledge that helps you when you're watching a TV show to kind of question, did that really happen? Or you can kind of see the bits where it's like, oh, maybe that's the case. But, you get, like you said, you're getting to that empathic side, your intuitiveness. It's also fun when we're sharing out evidence that we have personally experienced or stuff that we wanted to share. Right. I love that part.
Yeah, me too. And, kind of, it's not just us talking about, we're sharing things that actually are relevant to what we're talking about. So you're getting, not only hearing the information, but you're seeing it in action as well, which is super cool. I love that. And the thing that I hear the most from the people that have taken our class is you took the scary out of it, mm-hmm. which I think, I'm not going to dog on the shows at all. They're there for a reason. They're for a purpose. They help in several different ways. But what I don't think people understand is what goes beyond the camera, mm-hmm. what happens behind the scenes. And the stuff on TV is for entertainment, and scary is entertainment. And so it doesn't have to be scary. And that's what we're trying to get people to understand. And they've had some beautiful experiences. I mean, I don't think we've taken our group on our weekend where there hasn't been like tears of, just like, oh my gosh, that just happened. This is amazing. This is fantastic. And these people have made like lifelong friends now. Some of them have become friends from doing this.
There is. And and I hope you don't mind me saying, there's this little secret group that we have on Facebook for all the ones who've gone through the class, and that they stay in touch. They ask questions if there's something going on that we might be able to invite them to. I mean, it's just, we don't just move on to the next group of people. It's just the growing of the mass of people taking part, because we're all family in a sense, we all work together. And what I do love about it also is how people they walk into the class never thinking that they could do some of the stuff that they end up doing at the investigation.
Right.
You know, I won't say names because it's not my place to do so, but there is one gentleman who he just walks in,
blew us away,
and it was really and there is no ego, there is nothing. He just said what he saw. And then we have others that are just as talented and gifted, and everyone's just learning. So, you know, even if you're not in Minnesota, you can take the class. It's online.
Right.
It means that you're probably not going to be able to be part of the investigation.
Unless you want to come, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely. But the point is like the investigation is a great part of it, but those 5 weeks is a really cool way of kind of unraveling a couple things, learning some stuff. We have some guest speakers. We have some really fun stuff. And for that, we need to go, if you want to sign up for that, there's still time to. Yep. You can go to charvinity.com. Yep. And it's under events and classes.
Upcoming events and classes.
Okay. Yep. And for there, it's certainly worth doing. Now, I have about 2 minutes before we go to break. Why don't we start the one question readings, because they're building up here. We'll start with the next segment. But while we're here, before we go to break, we're also going to be starting up something that we did start up last year for a little bit. And then it just, we all got busy.
Right.
Now we just have this desire to share ghost stories. We have this desire to share, and not even share our experience, but hear other people's experiences.
Right. Making a safe space where everybody with like-minded experiences can come and connect and really kind of share those things and have, oh my gosh, okay, these people will listen to me and not think I'm crazy, where maybe you have relatives or family or friends that would look at you weird for talking about these different things. And so I'm so excited for this. I am so tickled over this. I just want to
Right. And we're going to be starting the first Wednesday, starting in August. So not this month, because the first Wednesday is a long time ago now in July, unless you have a time machine.
That's our next adventure.
That's what we're working on next. That'll be the next set of classes, how to build your own time machine. But it'll be over at Billy's.
Yeah, in
Anoka. And we don't have the details of the start time yet and everything. I mean, we're kind of finishing up some stuff, what we call it, but we just want to let everyone know that in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area, we're going to be doing those once a month. And it's not just listening to ghost people's experiences stuff, but we're going to have speakers and stuff. And from talking about Bigfoot, ufology, we have stuff lined up. It's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a variety of things. So it's going to be, not the same thing every time.
Absolutely. So let's do this. We got a stack of people who are going to want their one question reading. So let's take our first break. When we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with psychic medium, paranormal investigator, and owner of Charvinity, Char Savoie. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Hi, my name is Pamela Topchian. I'm a former nurse, published author, and board-certified hypnotherapist with hypnobreakthrough.com. Do you feel stuck in a rut? Finding yourself wondering if this is all there is to life? Tired of just existing? Hypno Breakthrough can help you to reduce stress, release fears, gain confidence, and reach your life's goals holistically, mindfully, and gently. So I ask you, what changes would you like to see in your life? Let's talk about it. Contact me, Pamela Topchian, board-certified hypnotherapist, to schedule your free consultation, which includes a complimentary stress-reducing sample session, so you can see how it feels for yourself before any commitments are made. Go to hypnobreakthrough.com for all the information. That's hypnobreakthrough.com.
Hi, folks. This is Kirk Bankstad from the Minocqua Brewing Company, and I sell Choice Hard Seltzer. Choice is an all-natural, 105-calorie grapefruit-flavored hard seltzer for those who believe that a woman's reproductive decisions should remain a private matter between her and her doctor. When you purchase Choice Hard Seltzer, 5% of the proceeds go to support reproductive rights organizations in Minnesota.
Drink progressively with Minocqua Brewing. Get Choice Hard Seltzer at Lake Wine and Spirits in Uptown and Center's Liquor and Supermarket in Northeast Minneapolis. Find other Twin Cities locations at MinocquaBrewingCompany.com.
Aho, this is Robert Pilot of Native Roots Radio presents I'm Awake. On our show, we talk about Native issues like treaty violations, protecting the water, and COVID in our Native communities. Weekly correspondents like Winona LaDue, Dr. Stately, State Senator Mary Kunesh, and Bob Blake update us with Native news that you won't hear anywhere else. Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues. Join us weeknights from 6 to 7 p.m.
Metaphysical means different things to different people, and the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Enchanted Boutique in Maplewood will assist you through your journey. You'll be welcomed with positive energy and amazed at the large selection and variety of crystals, locally crafted products, books, and so many other metaphysical supplies. Visit Enchanted Boutique's brand new expanded location in Maplewood at 1860 Beam Avenue across from Maplewood Mall. Everyone at Enchanted Boutique is ready to assist with your personal spiritual journey.
Connections Radio Show is all about tapping into our hardwired hunger to connect. We examine meaningful connections to ourselves, our community, and the world around us. By opening the door to innovative insights by a wide variety of interesting guests, we'll make the connections to something bigger than ourselves. Join me, Lori Fitz, your host of Connections Radio Show, and together we'll make the connections. Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. on AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota.
Are you dreading Monday, hating life, and living for the weekends? Char's just like, I am. Thank you for asking. It might be time for some life changes. Pamela Topjian, board-certified hypnotherapist at hypnobreakthrough.com, that's hypnobreakthrough.com, can help. Consultations are always free, and you will also receive a complimentary sample session to try out. Get in touch on hypnobreakthrough.com or send a message on social media, hypnobreakthrough or Pamela Marie Topjian. And, you know, I say this every week. I have done this with her. She is about the calmest, most reassuring person that could possibly do this. And she has helped me. I hope that, and I know that some people have said that they were going to reach out to her. I hope they have. I feel like I can guarantee that you're going to get something good from it. So please check it out. Now, welcome back to GhostBox Radio on AM 950, ice cream free AM 950. My name is Greg Bakun, and thank you for joining us. Our guest today is psychic medium, paranormal investigator, and owner of Charvinity, Char Savoie. You can see more of her classes, products, everything that she's doing. Go to charvinity.com and check out, once again, I always have to say, it's a beautiful website, Char. I mean, that's a really nice, very clean, very informative site. And what I like about it is, like, people can learn stuff there. It's not just about you selling stuff or anything. Right. It's truly a place for all sorts of interesting information.
I try.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm working on putting more up. It's kind of a work in progress. It's always going to be a work in progress because I feel like it can never be done. But there's some self-paced classes on there that you can take if you just want to sign up and take it on your own. You can do that.
That is fantastic. Now, once again, folks, we're going to do some one-question readings here now. If you have a reading or if you have a question for Char, you can call in at 952-946-6205. That's 952-946-6205. You can also send us an email, comment at am950radio.com. Or if you're watching us streaming on Facebook, you can certainly definitely send us a question there. And that is where we're going to be going right now, is to Facebook. A number of people have sent through stuff. Jennifer Lee has a question for you, and she's wondering any thoughts on her new business venture.
Her new business venture. Okay, let me shuffle these up really quick here.
And I like how Char is trying not to be loud with the cards. It's okay. I mean, you certainly don't have to worry about getting ice cream on them. So.
Right, I know. Sticky fingers, no. Okay, so her business venture. Ooh. Oh, this is good. I like this. So what it tells me is there's still some aspects of this that you're kind of pondering. You haven't quite pulled the trigger on yet. It's okay to pull the trigger. Don't wait too long, because I feel like your window of opportunity is now. So start putting those things in place. Even if you don't have all the things that you need, at least start planting the seeds for it. I feel like you have a really good concept of listening to that inner voice and connecting to source. So really pay attention to that too. It's really going to guide you to where you need to go. And I feel like if you're going to do all those things right now. That's going to be your breakthrough moment. That's going to put you in motion. So whatever it is that you're kind of holding on to, you haven't quite pushed forward yet, or you're like, I feel like just a little bit of apprehensive, maybe just plant the seeds. Even if you don't have all the pieces, just make sure you're pushing forward. That's what I get.
I mean, you know what? It's interesting is that I feel like that. Do you get this feeling at all that there's a lot of people who are trying to reinvent themselves, trying to do their own businesses, trying to do, I mean, and I'm one of them myself. I mean, it's not just coincidence.
No, it's not. And I think that's on purpose. Well, it is on purpose. I'm not an astrologist, but I pay attention to what's happening, and that it's kind of the theme of what's happening. Things are breaking down, reinventing, rebirth, and like really pushing forward. And I feel like all the things that have happened in the last couple of years have made us kind of dig deep, like what really is inside of us and what do we want and where we want to go. And a lot of this, people not wanting to work for corporate anymore because, they don't want to be tied down. They don't want to have that over them. They want to have their own governing of what they're doing. Right.
I mean, it's scary, but at the same time, I think perhaps where that comes through is maybe from the fact that, with the pandemic and stuff, and we have been working from home and we haven't seen human beings and stuff. Maybe that's just part of it. Maybe we're just sick of it. Maybe even working from home shows us the I don't even know what the right word is, but the stupidness, I guess, where I'm coming from, of having to go in and like you're spending all your time working for someone else, says the guy who doesn't have a job, and he might have to still find one. But it's just still, I mean, that is why we want to do this. A big part of it is like, if we're going to put endless hours into something, maybe it'd be nice if it's all for us, right, or something like that.
Absolutely.
Joanne says on the Temple of Phoenix Rising entertainment page, up here in Canada, they are trying to go to a 4-day work week.
Oh,
good for that. Let's get in one more question before we go back to break. Karen Wilson, also on the Temple of Phoenix Rising entertainment, she just asks, do I have a future in mediumship?
I don't need the cards for this one.
Don't you?
Yes, I think you do, but I think you're going to have to go at it in a different angle. I feel like the information comes to you differently. I would love to chat with her more. If you want to get a hold of Greg, we could chat more about it. But I feel like you get more information subconsciously where you're not quite aware of it, and you notice it, but you don't know how to put it together.
Now, Karen, I also want to just say, and we didn't really mention this, is that Char does live one-question readings on Charvinity Facebook page. If check it out, it's Charvinity, CHARVINITY, or MN GhostBox or Things Network. These are all Facebook networks. But this is also a good way to stay in touch with her as well. Go and like Charvinity on Facebook. Because I mean, you help, you kind of learn while watching, right? When you're watching other people do readings and stuff, not to say that that's the only way you should learn, but I mean, at least you kind of get to see some of the very basics.
Right. And everybody does everything different. I think that's kind of the trap some people get in, is everybody thinks all of the spirituality stuff has to be done a certain way. And the only way to do it is your way.
Absolutely. And that's why, I think there's some people who, especially starting off, they're very kind of nervous about showing how they do it, because they're so afraid that, someone who's been doing it a long time might be like, why are you doing it that way? But that's not the right answer. That's not the way that anyone should be talking.
Right.
I mean, just let them do it. Why don't we do this? Let's take another break. When we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with psychic medium, paranormal investigator, and owner of Charvinity, Char Savoie. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Vacuum cleaners. You buy them, you break them, and then you throw them away, right? Well, if you're ready to break out of that vicious cycle, we have the answer. Ever heard of A1 Vacuum? They've been around forever, offering better alternatives. So if you're ready to stop filling the landfill, give A1 Vacuum a shot. Located in Roseville and ready to show you something better. Find them at a-1vacuum.com or call 651-222-0000. 6316. Better yet, drop by.
No matter if you're eating out or cooking something at home, eatlocalminnesota.com has you covered with a list of locally owned restaurants and food purveyors. Locally owned Vinaigrette has been offering the finest olive oil and vinegar since 2009. Reintroduce yourself to all the many flavors by tasting before you buy. From darker white balsamic to cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil from all over the world, there is something for everyone. Vinaigrette, located at 50th and Xerxes in Minneapolis, or at vinaigrettemn.com. The Park Tavern is your go-to destination for fun. Enjoy the fantastic food like their pizzas, burgers, and sandwiches, the best bowling in Minnesota, their wildly popular outdoor patio, great drink specials, all the big games on their numerous screens, and it's the perfect place for your next private event, even large gatherings for over 200. The Park Tavern is your go-to destination for everyone. Have fun at the Park Tavern, Louisiana Avenue, north of Highway 7 in St. Louis Park.
We are your relatives,
We are your relations,
brothers,
sisters,
sons.
daughters,
And some of us are your grandchildren.
We are your community. Historically, we held places of honor and respect. Because of the impact of colonization, some of us are rejected, thrown out from family, friends, and community, set up as targets for sexual violence, sex trafficked, humiliated, tortured, and murdered. Everybody has the right to be safe. We are your relatives. Remember,
Homophobia is not traditional.
Sponsored by the Minnesota Indian Women's Sexual Assault Coalition.
Hi, this is Chad from AM 950. Snap Construction is arguably the most well-reviewed roofing, siding, window, and insulation contractor in the metro. Ryan is so excited about working with AM 950 and our listeners that he wants to help us grow.
This is Ryan, owner of Snap Construction. I was friends with Chad long before I started marketing with him. I was a bit skeptical of radio advertising before Chad convinced us to run ads. The advertising's been so successful, we want to help the station grow. We've absolutely loved working with the listeners of AM 950, and we all know how extremely important this radio station is to the community. To help AM 950 grow this summer, Snap Construction will be putting up proceeds to assist the station in marketing on social media. Snap Construction encourages you to follow, engage, share, and interact on the AM 950 social media platforms. Together, we can all work to ensure AM 950 continues to thrive and grow in our communities. We stand by our work with a lifetime craftsmanship guarantee. For a free estimate or more information on our financing, call 612-333-SNAP or check us out online.
Hey 950 friends, it's Kelly from Edge Magazine and the Being Curious Show. Are you busy July 23rd? Well, you are now. Join us for Art on the Edge Art Festival in Linden Hills, Minneapolis. It is an art fair like no other. 60 artists and vendors, live music, food trucks, chalk mandalas, authors with book signings, and more. And our special guest is Jerima Sylvia, international soul healer, leading our psychic gallery at noon. For more information, check out the Edge or AM 950 Facebook pages. See you July 23rd.
I am thrilled to announce that Pair of Friends events. We don't have a clock in here, first of all, so I have no idea when we're coming back on the air. Just so we know, no ice cream, no clock. What is happening, Patrick?
When I have an answer, I'll let.
Okay, well, there we go. I think you can get clocks and ice cream at the same store. I am thrilled to announce that Pair of Friends Events is back with 2 new events in Holton, Kansas, September 16th and September 17th at the Haunted Hotel Josephine. I will be out there to take part too. September 16th will be at the Lake House, which was featured on an episode of Discovery Plus's Ghost Hunters earlier this year. And September 17th is at Hotel Josephine. These locations are like 3 miles apart. These 2 locations are truly incredible. We were just there last week and the activity was amazing. I saw a full-bodied apparition. I mean, there was a lot of great stuff happening there. It's worth saving up for and taking the road trip. Give yourself a little bit of a break. And if you buy overnight tickets, you can stay on the property. And trust me, it's worth it. Check out all the details of these events by clicking on the Hotel Josephine event banner found on my show page on am950radio.com. And it'll take you to where you can get tickets for both events. And we hope to see you there. Now, please remember to support our friends over at Enchanted Boutique. This wonderful and beautiful metaphysical store offers products such as books, candles, tarot cards, crystals, plus classes and services. They are truly wonderful people. You can visit them at 1860 Beam Avenue, Maplewood, Minnesota. You can go to their Facebook page, Enchanted Boutique MN, and also their website, enchantedboutiquemn.com. I'm going to need to get Bonnie and Jenny back on. It's been a while. It'd be nice to check in with them, see how things going. You do not need to be in Minnesota to be able to get stuff from them. So please go check it out on their social media channels. I keep seeing them talking about gearing up for some big stuff this summer. It's exciting. Once I know more stuff, I'm going to make sure everyone knows about it because it's going to be a great summer. I'm really excited for them. Also, if you miss GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun Live, AM 950 replays these episodes Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, or you can listen anytime by going to Spotify or iTunes. After listening, please leave a positive review for my show. I would greatly appreciate it. Now we return to our guest today, psychic medium, paranormal investigator, and owner of Charvinity, Char Savoie. You can, once again, see everything she has going on, the products, classes, everything else, the classes that we're going to be doing. Go over to charvinity.com or go to Facebook, find Charvinity, and please support and like it. And we've been talking off air about a couple things, and one of them being that reading that Char just did for I think it was Karen. I'm just trying to find it real fast. I do apologize. And when she asked, "Do I have mediumship of future in mediumship?" It just came to right away. And the question that you had a question about that you maybe if Karen is still on, that maybe she can answer in the comments.
Yeah, I feel like what first came through was kind of like she gets a lot of visions in her dreams, like random things, like random dreams that don't make sense or things like that. And I felt like that might actually be something that would worth paying attention to. And I'll be quite honest, I get a lot of random dreams too, and they don't make sense. So trying to make sense of them just doesn't. I don't try to decode them. Just saying that might be a hint that something's going on. And
Karen, if any of that resonates, would love just to hear. Just curious. And then Jennifer Lee just wanted to thank you. She has a meeting tomorrow, she says. So hopefully everything goes well with that. Pamela, who we're promoting her stuff, and like I said, it's amazing stuff. She has a question. Sure. And for those of you who want to still get your question in, there's still plenty of time. You can call in. Don't be afraid. We don't mind hearing your voice. 952-946-6205. If you much rather leave a comment in the Facebook video, that is totally fine too. But call on in and you can have a one-on-one chat with Char. And Pamela is just asking the question, "I'd love a reading on my career, please. Thanks for sharing with all of us."
Absolutely. I think they might be afraid to call because you might ask for ice cream.
Well, I mean, it's not their fault there isn't any ice cream here. So
I know, but I feel desperation coming from that side of the room.
What's your favorite ice cream? I mean, let's just.
Oh, God. Rocky Road.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
But I'll eat any ice cream.
I also like those Dove bars.
Oh, God.
That's where that's at.
Snickers ice cream bars.
Oh, those are good too.
Okay, moving on. Sorry.
If there is can we even move on after this?
I don't know. Okay, so what was Pamela's question again?
I was wondering if sorry Pam, your reading is that we all like Rocky Road. She'd like a reading on her career.
Got it. Okay, so the first thing I get is there's I feel like things are okay, but you kind of might have hit like a bump in the road, not even like a bump, but you kind of hit like the skid marks. Things kind of stopped a little bit. It doesn't feel permanent. What it feels like is more or less, it's kind of what me and Greg were talking about earlier, kind of maybe you just have to reinvent something, shift something a little bit, really paying attention to your heart and mind and getting them in touch with each other, and don't let the mind talk your heart out of something. So really kind of go within, really feel what feels right and go for it. But I feel like you need to kind of just go outside the box of what you're used to. And then it's going to take time. So again, kind of put it out there, really kind of see where it's going to go, but let it kind of like grow. Mm-hmm. It might kind of be slow at first, but I feel like it's going to go. It just feels like you just have to kind of step outside what you're used to doing just slightly.
And it feels like I have a feeling that she's been doing that. So it sounds like it's an exciting reading for her then.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's going forward. It just might take a little bit of time.
Well, and I hope that all works out for you, Pamela. I mean, she certainly deserves all the good things that come her way. We're going to move on to another one here. Joanne, who also wanted to let us know that her favorite ice cream flavor is black cherry, and that sounds really refreshing, actually. What about a sherbet in summer? Are you a sherbet fan? I can see already that we're barking up the wrong tree.
Sherbet and champagne is good.
Okay, well, some of us just eat at McDonald's, so I mean, I don't know.
It's not a big fan, It's more like one of those party drink things.
So Joanne has asked. Let me see if I can find it again. She just wants to know: are you receiving anything for me? And then she just says, "No, I do not want to meet Walt Disney." Well, it's her loss.
Oh, well.
We call this dead air.
I know. I'm sorry. the things are shifting here. So I feel like she has like things. I mean, she has everything she needs. Just somehow it's not clicking together. Like I see puzzle pieces that they're all puzzle pieces that fit in the same puzzle, but they're not quite all clicking together. So I feel like you've got like 2 patience cards. So I feel like if you're trying to force things to come together and force things to work, that it's just going to take time. I wish I had a better answer than that, but I feel like you have everything you need, or everything you need is coming. It's just time is really, really on your side, because you got 2 patience cards in a row. So I'm like, it just might take a little bit, but don't give up. Don't let go of what it is that you're working on, or like you're dreaming towards, because it's there. It's just not ready.
And there's something really to be said about that, isn't it?
Yeah.
To not give up, even when sometimes sometimes you're just like, is this right? Whatever.
Right.
That
in a world full of instant gratification, patience is so hard right now.
Yeah. When people use the word faith, they always there's a lot of people seem to attach it to like a religious sort of,
right,
but that's not it at all. Faith is just even in yourself and your ability to make something happen.
Yeah.
Pamela is resigned to understand that she has a future in ice cream, based on that we squandered her reading talking about ice cream. So that's,
I'm sorry.
Nope. I think she's fine with that. And Robin is talking about how the heart wants ice cream. Apparently, yeah, this heart wants ice cream. Now, I do want to kind of switch over, because there was on the Things Network page, we had Anthony had a question, but it wasn't a question about a reading that he would like, and we'll have to keep this one a little bit brief. What's the best chat you had with Spirit?
Oh my God, that's hard. Oh my God. That's like the hardest question in the world. And Greg, you know me, and I've told you in many conversations, that's hard.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when I have conversations with Spirit and they tell me things about me, that blows me away. But I've had conversations for people in mediumship readings where it just was the most beautiful, healing messages. I think the one that stands out the most is this. I don't want to get too many details away, but it was an acquaintance from high school. They'd long gone, and he waited to tell her that her kindness in high school was everything to her. And he crossed over right in front of us.
Wow.
And that was super impactful. So what you do really makes a difference, and they remember that.
Yeah.
And time means nothing to them. But she had thought about this person ever since his passing. And all of a sudden she walked in for a reading, not expecting this person. And there he was. Oh, I got goosebumps just talking about him again.
And that's the thing about these conversations and stuff. And, this might be a good time also that you do private readings.
Absolutely.
And you do mediumship.
Yep.
So these are conversations that you could have for those out there that Char can bring through. And we actually, and I don't want to say it was an emergency one, but when I was getting my hair cut, it just so happened that was needed. I hadn't been in that place for 2 years, and the people who were cutting my hair were there when I was there 2 years ago, and they're like, "We need to talk to somebody. We need," and then I just said, talk to Char, and that happened, and
Yeah.
that sounded like it went all right, right?
It was amazing. It
Yeah.
was, I'm always blown away by it. I'm like,
Mhm.
whoa, what just happened?
Yeah, and that's to schedule a reading. That's through you can do it just through Charvinity.com as well.
Yep, there's a contact Char at the bottom of the
Mhm.
page, and you can sign up for my newsletter too and find out more information about where I am and what I'm doing. Because I do a lot of holistic fairs, travel around, so you can always catch me somewhere else. I'm not always in the same spot.
No, that's great, and also Charvinity on Facebook. Now, Brad says that he's not a fan of ice cream. I've never heard of such a thing.
What? That's not Brad, is
It's
it?
Brad.
Brad.
Yep. Nope. I feel like he's trying to be a contrarian, to be perfectly honest. I feel like that there is something's not right there. Now, Lisa, and we have about 2-3 minutes before we
Okay.
go to break.
We can do it.
Lisa would like to know if her move is going to go smoothly, including work being done on the house.
Oh, is this Lisa?
It is. We have Brad, and Lisa, and we're talking with Patrick in the studio. And
Oh, Lisa. All right. Let's see, Lisa. What do we got for you? Okay, so there's still some things that need to get done. It might not be completely finished. There's still a few things with the house, but don't get caught up in it. Go with the flow. Don't get stressed out about it. It's all going to be fine, but you really have to kind of let go of the stress part of it. I feel like it's all going to be fine. It's all going to work out. It just might not be quite all in line the way you want it to be, but it's going to be there for sure.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully that works wonders for you, Lisa, and hopefully we can talk to you soon. Why don't we do this? Let's take our last break. When we come back, we're going to finish our conversation with psychic medium, paranormal investigator, and owner of Charvinity, Char Savoie. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. Metaphysical means different things to different people, and Enchanted Boutique in Maplewood has classes and workshops for any skill level, whether you're beginner or new to the metaphysical. Enchanted Boutique's friendly instructors bring positive energy and years of experience in all the metaphysical realms. Workshops include energy healing, various divination techniques, crystals, and much more. Plus, Enchanted Boutique has lots of products that can supplement what you learn at their newly expanded retail location in Maplewood. Find the class schedule and book your own session at enchantedboutiquemn.com.
Located just north of 50th in France, the Great Wall Restaurant has provided a delicious taste of authentic Chinese cuisine since 1981. Specializing in Szechuan and Peking dishes, they offer one of the most extensive menus in the Twin Cities. Favorites include hot and sour soup, pan-fried dumplings, and mushu pork with homemade Chinese pancakes. Stop by their Edina location or call for takeout at 952-927-4439. See the full menu at greatwallrestaurant.us.
Hello, this is Ellie Krug with Ellie 2.0 Radio. Now my show will be on Saturdays from 10 to 11 and replayed on Sundays from 1 to 2. You will get to the best of Ellie 2.0 with talking about idealism with guests who come in and who are idealistic, who are trying to change the world. And you will get me, Super Idealist. Tune in. We can't wait to hear from you. And you'll hear from me Saturdays from 10 to 11.
Hi, my name is Pamela Topchian. I'm a former nurse, published author, and board-certified hypnotherapist with hypnobreakthrough.com. Do you feel stuck in a rut? Finding yourself wondering if this is all there is to life? Tired of just existing? Hypno Breakthrough can help you to reduce stress, release fears, gain confidence, and reach your life's goals holistically, mindfully, and gently. So I ask you, what changes would you like to see in your life? Let's talk about it. Contact me, Pamela Topchian, board-certified hypnotherapist, to schedule your free consultation, which includes a complimentary stress-reducing sample session, so you can see how it feels for yourself before any commitments are made. Go to hypnobreakthrough.com for all the information. That's hypnobreakthrough.com.
Hi, this is Ken Hageland, host of Living Healthy and Aging Well, inviting you to listen to our live call-in talk show airing every Saturday from noon to 1, where we talk about your health and your life and provide insights you need to know to live and age well. Each week, we talk with guests who provide answers to important questions regarding healthcare, elder care, end-of-life care, and self-care for caregivers, and help you and your loved ones plan for the future and enjoy your highest quality of life today. Please join us every Saturday from noon to 1 on AM 950 for Living Healthy and Aging Well.
And join us next week on GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun. Although not set in stone yet, I was connected to someone who works at a hospice and has had many experiences of the haunted side of this work. From spirits leaving the body to lingering spirits at the location, this will undoubtedly give you a new perspective on that type of work and what we see when it comes to watching spirit transition from the human body. This is not meant to necessarily be like a scary, spooky, what happens. This is a real eye-opener for people who work in the field. And like I said, we're working out the dates. I'm hoping for next week, and I just wanted to promo it if they're not available, and we're not going to share their name. They're going to do it anonymously because they still work in a facility, but it's going to be really something. So please check that out. For our final segment, we return to our guest today, psychic medium, paranormal investigator, and owner of Charvinity, Char Savoie. You can see more of her classes and products she's offering over at charvinity.com. Before we get any further, Patrick, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I like chocolate peanut butter right now.
Right now?
Depends on the day. Sometimes I like plain vanilla.
I get it.
I'm not picky, but depends on the day.
I just thought when you said like right now, you're like, I need it immediately, because that's kind of the focus of the show today is why aren't we having ice cream? So I mean, I'm with you 100%. That sounds great. Now, let me see here real fast because we have a couple of people lined up. I don't know if we're going to be able to take on any more readings. We have a little bit of backlog, which is great, and we have maybe about 6 minutes left. So let's see what we can get through here real fast as best as we can. So I'm going to go back to Facebook here, and thank you for everyone who's participated. We have Dawn, and Dawn says, if you still have time, which we do, I'm glad that you joined in. She's wondering how she's doing on her path.
Okay. Let's see what they tell me.
Working those cards overtime today.
I am. That's okay. Okay, so Don, what I get for you is like you're still working on your self-love and really kind of connecting with yourself and your inner self and really kind of embracing all of that. Keep going. You aren't quite there, but you're getting there. So keep working on the self-love, the self-awareness of you. But I also get that sometimes you're holding yourself back. So some of the time when you hit a bump in the road or you hit that where all of a sudden you're not progressing, you need to go within yourself because you've hit a part of where you need to do some more healing. So it's kind of up to you. You're on a good path, but you're working there. It's just going to take a little bit longer to kind of keep getting to the next level.
That's great. Don, I hope that resonates with you. Moving on, Kathleen had sent through a note, and what she is looking for, it's just been dealing with a lot of stress and problems, which I'm sure when you're getting people asking for readings, you've probably been getting that quite a bit. That's always kind of precursor, and you know everyone is dealing with that. And Kathleen, I'm sorry to hear that. But Kathleen asks, what's ahead of me?
Oh, let me see what I get, because that's a kind of a broad question. Yep. So it's hard to kind of narrow that down, but let me see if I can get any kind of, actually, these are good cards. So I like this. So what I'm getting is you need to do, it's kind of the same thing as Don. You need to go within yourself a little bit more. You need to be listening to yourself. I feel like sometimes you ignore the red flags. You ignore the things that are trying to warn you against something. So you need to listen to yourself a little bit. You also need to stop looking for other people to complete you. You have all the pieces. You need to just put them together and trust yourself. And I feel like the card that came out last is the Lover's card, and this is kind of a dual purpose. I feel like this is going to help you on your own love journey for yourself, but then the people around you to be more loving as well. So just kind of really listening to yourself a little bit more, I think, is what you need. And I know that's kind of a broad answer for everything, but I feel like you're on the right path. You just have to trust yourself a little bit more.
That's great. I mean, I think that's very good advice in general as well. Do you have time for one more? Do you have one more in you? Anthony, who asked about this best spirit chat that you had, he does have a question. His question to you is there anything that he is overlooking in life?
Anything that he's overlooking in life. Okay. Hang on, let me shuffle one more time. Get the mixed up here. All right. This is interesting. I love when I do these sessions because there's always themes, like the same cards come up and I shuffle them like crazy. So, Anthony, there are some changes that are coming. I feel like some are going to be where you're going to have to let go of a few things, but some things are going to come in that are going to be surprising. So some changes are coming for you, but I feel like you just need to, again, same theme, listen to yourself, what feels right, pay attention to the red flags. And I feel like at the same time, it's going to be hard. And you're gonna have to remember you have to take care of yourself. Like there's, I don't want to say health issues or anything, but like just mental health is all kind of like the stress kind of stuff. You have to take care of yourself. Don't let it beat you up.
Okay,
that's what I'm getting.
No, that's good. Before we go, let's wrap up the ice cream controversy of July 17th. A couple more people have weighed in.
Okay.
Brad, once again, he says he'll take a jar of peanut butter over ice cream. I do like peanut butter quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Forgiven.
Lisa said Sebastian Joe's has a new flavor and proceeds go to Masonic Children's Hospital. It's called Henry by the Lake with coconut, salted caramel, vanilla, and cookies. She says it's delicious. Sebastian Joe's, that is one on us. That free advertising by GhostBox Radio. Right. So, but no, I haven't been there in a long time.
Right.
So no, I mean, this is all good. And I've had folks reach out to me during it, like, let's go get ice cream. Honestly, right? I
mean, seriously, let's do it.
I mean, now Dairy Queen, would you consider that? I mean, I do like Dairy Queen.
Once in a while, Dairy Queen's okay, but I mean, you got to get the hardcore ice cream. I mean, like
the Kemp's or something like that.
Yeah, or like that small mom and pop shop.
Sure, yeah, like
that's where you
Sebastian
get the
Joe's.
good ice cream. Well,
yeah, someone agrees with that for sure. Now, Char, thank you very much. Char is a talented psychic medium and paranormal investigator who is very much in tune with spirits. We're doing an extensive class coming up here really soon, tomorrow as it happens.
Right.
And you can still sign up for classes.
You can sign up all the way through tomorrow till about 5 o'clock. Otherwise I might lose your name.
Absolutely. And we don't want to do that. We want to do that. It's going to be great to sign up for classes. You just need to go to charvinity.com, go to upcoming events and classes.
Right.
And it's called Paranormal Dimensions and the Supernatural.
Right. And you know what we forgot to mention? You get invited back to every investigation we go on.
That's true. That is very true. You can't say more than that. And honestly, we're not going to say where we're going yet. We never do until, we get things figured out. But honestly, that's going to be they're always great. So please consider joining it. Plus, we're going to start doing Billies once a month again.
Right.
Well, not again, but we're going to do it.
Right.
Char, thank you so much for talking with me today. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad that you were on. So
absolutely. I had a great time.
Awesome. And then I'm going to be back next week, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about what happens to spirits in a hospice. It's going to be a pretty moving episode. Have a great week, everybody.